Good evening and many thanks for choosing KUTV News at 9 once again to keep you informed. Till the 28th day of January where we get to do this again to keep you informed. Now let's begin with a short intro and then we'll be back with more.
This is KUTV Primetime News with Yvonne Kemuma.
That's right, on the sign language interpretation is Mutava Mwongeli. Do engage with us on X at KUTV_Kenya, at Kemuma_Monari. We are streaming live on YouTube at KUTV News Kenya. Let's begin. Now, President William Ruto has raised concerns over what he termed as judicial overreach, even as he reaffirmed his administration's commitment to the rule of law. Speaking today at State House during the swearing-in of 15 new Court of Appeal judges, the president said his government will continue to respect court decisions while seeking legal clarification on issues affecting public policy.
President William Ruto says while the judiciary plays a critical role in upholding the constitution, courts should remain mindful of the impact their decisions have on the lives and livelihoods of Kenyans. He noted that on several occasions, courts have ruled against policies contained in the ruling party's manifesto, a document he said was endorsed by voters during the election.
I will want to understand when the people of Kenya vote for a manifesto, and a manifesto is endorsed as a policy document by millions of Kenyans, where does that manifesto stand when the implementation of that manifesto is challenged?
The president said Kenyans have the ultimate authority in national affairs and exercise that power through the ballot. He added that questioning court decisions does not amount to disrespect or contempt for the judiciary.
I reaffirm without qualification that this administration respects and will continue to protect the independence of the judiciary. Courts are constitutionally mandated to interpret and apply the law, to uphold the supremacy of the Constitution, and to protect the rights and freedoms of every Kenyan.
Ruto further stressed that increasing the number of judges will improve the Court of Appeal's capacity to handle the growing number of cases, especially during critical political and economic periods.
With the expanded capacity, improved resourcing, and strengthened welfare, Kenyans rightly expect faster case resolution, consistent and coherent jurisprudence, and decisions that reflect both constitutional fidelity and a genuine appreciation of the lived realities of our people.
The swearing-in of 15 judges follows the nomination by the Judicial Service Commission and interviews conducted from 12th to January 21st, in which 35 judges participated. This appointment increased the number of Court of Appeals judges from 27 to 42. According to the annual report on the judiciary and the administration of justice, a total of 647,686 cases were resolved out of 621,425 filed, indicating a 5% increase compared to the 2024 financial year report. Rajab Juma, KUTV, Nairobi.
Now, former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has once again declared his intentions to unseat the ruling President Dr. William Samoei Ruto come the next general elections. He spoke while convening with other opposition leaders to strategize and strengthen coordination in that front. The leaders present noted that existing intimidation tactics by the government are there to suppress them.
Speaking at an opposition strategy meeting in Nairobi, Rigathi Gachagua said he was determined to ensure President William Ruto serves only one term. He stated that coordinated action and coalition building will be used to mount a strong challenge ahead of the 2027 election. Rigathi Gachagua declared his intention to limit President William Ruto to a single term. He emphasized the need for unity and careful planning ahead of the Democratic Party's National Delegates Conference in 2027 election.
Watu wa Kenya wameamua ni nani hata kuwa rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya. Wametuambia sisi yote tutoe mtu mo. Hapo ndio mnataka hata nyinyi. I want to give my commitment and that of DCP that we shall make whatever sacrifices necessary to have one presidential candidate to make William Ruto one term.
Gachagua recalled Sunday's attack, labeling it as an assassination attempt and linking it to his opposition activities. He warned that political leaders challenging the government face real threats, urging unity and vigilance ahead of the 2027 elections.
Now I'll be telling the people of Kenya that attack was not just a normal attack. We now have the details. It was an assassination attempt sanctioned by William Ruto and executed by Murkomen. We'll be giving full details in the next few days so that Kenyans can know what happened. And I want to tell the people of Udhaya, mlikuwa mnatungoja kwa hiyo mkutano, tutarudi huko na hawa viongozi.
Kalonzo Musyoka, Wiper Party leader, reaffirmed the opposition's stance against corruption, impunity, and unlawful killings. He stressed accountability and respect for the rule of law, urging leaders to uphold democratic principles.
We hold no grudge. We hold no grudge against anyone, but we hold grudge against corruption, misrule, impunity, the killing of our people. What happened in Odhaya over the weekend is domestic terrorism. And we are taking legal action to do private prosecution of those individuals who have been identified as perpetrators.
Opposition leaders emphasize unity and good governance, with Martha Karua PLP leader and Eugene Wamalwa DAPK leader urging coordination among parties. They also warned that President Ruto's policies and conduct will face scrutiny ahead of the 2027 election.
Leo tunataka tuambie msiwe na wasiwasi, umoja huu vile dipi mnasema umoja na haki. Our unity is not a choice, it's an imperative. Kama tutamtoa Kasongo one term, lazima tuungane hadi mwisho na tutoe mmoja wetu. So huo ndio ujumbe tunaleta hapa siku ya leo.
We are in the united opposition because we all agree to the one-term movement to remove the pain of Kasongo, which is on every household. Na tumesema lazima tujipende kama wa Kenya. We must agree to one candidate for the presidential and all other consequential seats, ndivyo tuondoe hii serikali ya uongo, ya Kasongo na uongo.
Opposition leaders ended the meeting stressing unity, good governance and accountability, signaling a coordinated strategy ahead of the 2027 elections. Edna Nerea, KUTV, Nairobi.
Now, Education Cabinet Secretary Julius Ogamba updated Parliament today that Kenya's first cohort under the competency-based education is nearly fully transitioned to a senior school, reaching 96%, reporting after a presidential directive ensured all learners were admitted without conditions of school fees or uniform. CS Ogamba highlighted ongoing efforts to expand infrastructure, including 23,000 1,000 new classrooms and 1,600 laboratories, while distributing textbooks and retooling over 400,000 teachers. He reaffirmed government commitment to free, equitable education, promising harmonized school fees and legal amendments to strengthen enforcement and accountability across the basic education system. Sub-county senior schools in Siaya County are reporting low grade 10 enrollment despite the government's directive for a 100% transition. Education officials say some institutions have registered single-digit numbers weeks into the term, with financial constraints cited as a major factor affecting reporting. At Mahero Senior Secondary School, only 5 learners have reported so far. The school's principal, Dixon Odhiambo, says that learning institutions still require staff, facilities and basic resources regardless of student numbers, as he called for a review of the current funding model for small schools.
We have not yet received our number of grade 10 learners. So far, we have only received 4 students, compared to what we expect as 70 students for grade 10. I feel that the parents and the members of the community would be well provided for if they brought their students to Kabura Secondary School, because we have facilities.
And so far, we have admitted 4 girls and 1 boy. We still hope to get more students. I know as time progresses, and possibly as the nature of most of the day school, especially the small day schools, they normally admit students after others have received. So the remnants, we are hoping to admit.
This year we were located about 135 students. So far we've received only 35. We still have a deficit of over 100 students. We have space, and we urge the community from around to bring us students.
Now, the government has partnered with the Kenya Agricultural and Livestock Research Organization, KARO, to establish strategic animal feed reserves, aiming to mitigate the effects of future droughts on livestock and pastoralist communities. This collaboration was announced during a forum in Naivasha, where Cabinet Secretary Geoffrey Ruku emphasized the importance of proactive drought preparedness.
Long-term measures to secure farmers. With recurring droughts that often leave livestock farmers at a loss, the government is looking to put in place long-term measures to secure farmers against the loss. Speaking at the Kenya Agricultural and Livestock Research Organization offices in Naivasha during a forum on exploring partnership between special programs and KARO to mitigate drought effects, Cabinet Secretary for Public Service, Human Capital Development and Special Programs Geoffrey Ruku highlighted that over 30 counties, particularly in the northeastern region, are currently suffering from severe drought conditions. With this, the CS stressed the need for long-term planning in protecting livelihoods rather than relying on reactive measures.
Kenya is experiencing drought disaster. Close to about 30 counties in Kenya are affected by drought at the moment. We are trying to explore ways of cooperating with the KARO and the special program State Department, so that in the future we may not have animals dying.
Through the partnership, the government plans to scale up hay production, allocate critical resources, and create sustainable solutions for food and feed shortages in drought-prone areas. Ruku highlighted that the collaboration will help ensure that livestock farmers are cushioned during the future droughts alongside broader livestock protection strategies.
We continue to assure all Kenyans that the government has enough food for everyone and no one is going to suffer, sleep hungry because of lack of food. President has ensured there are enough resources, there are enough stock within our warehouses at the moment, and we will continue distribution.
Carlo Chairman Dr. Thuo Mathenge expressed support for the initiative, while Director General Dr. Patrick Ketiem assured the government's commitment to safeguarding both human and animal lives. Immediate relief measures include distribution of livestock feed to affected regions, with adequate resources already allocated by President William Ruto.
KARO is ready to work with UPCS. We are ready to do everything that is possible. We are asking your ministry to come in, support KARO so that we can have enough distribution of the animal feeds and animal nutrients to northeastern region and to the other places which are affected by the drought.
With a focus on proactive measures could potentially secure a future for both people and animals in drought-prone regions by building strategic animal feed reserves and implementing sustainable solutions. Glory Kadhure, KUTV, Nairobi.
Many thanks, Glory Kathure, for that report. Now, with that report, we will take our first break here on the bulletin, and then we're back with more. See you on the other end.
Are you ready to take charge of your health? Welcome to Focus on Health, your weekly guide to staying informed and living better. Join me every week as I sit down with trusted medical experts.
Gynecology is basically a field concerned with mainly the female genitalia.
Explore real-life stories
during when the patient come in
and bring you updates and tips that are beneficial to your health. Because health isn't just important, it is everything. Tune in to Focus on Health every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. only on KUTV. I'm your host, Kandia Marian, and I'll see you then.
A new era, a new people. This is the Law Matters Show. A program that brings you legal sensitization on your television.
My statement is written and just the quote the prosecution.
I think that this loss is a setback for Raila Odinga.
What policy recommendations were fronted by the candidate?
With diversity, we demystify important legal issues locally, regionally, and internationally.
What Tanzanians.
Join me, Elvin Onsongo, as I bring you more insights on law matters.
We are looking at social issues. What is the problem? Is it the economy? Is it...
Law Matters Show, creating awareness, advocacy, and enhancing lives.
Nakukaribisha rasmi kwenye mitindo ya kipwani, kipindi kinachokuza utamaduni wa kipwani, nikikuletea mazungumzo ya moja kwa moja na wataalamu, vyakula vilivyopikwa na kukorombezwa, viungo mwake vya kipwani, ngoma zetu za asilia za Kimijikenda, bila kusahau tarabu na chakata. Yaani wanawake Uswahilini watakuwa wakinengua na kuzungusha viuno kama panga boy za trekta ndani ya mitindo ya kipwani KUTV, ukiletewa moja kwa moja kutoka Salama Bling Beach Resort kila Jumamosi saa 10 jioni na Jumapili saa 4 usiku, ukiwa nami mtamu wako zaidi ya asali. Mimi naitwa Waridi Tamu. Mpenzi mtazamaji, usipitwe na matamu.
You are watching KUTV Primetime News with Yvonne Kemuma.
And welcome back. We continue with the broadcast. Now, the government has warned politicians against inciting violence, vowing tough action against those who mobilize guns for political gain. Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen says that Kenya will not be dragged into chaos, adding that security agencies have been directed to arrest and prosecute suspects regardless of status. Speaking in Kirinyaga, Murkomen also condemned the use of churches for political confrontation, while assuring Kenyans that political activity and assembly are protected.
Mambo ya amani kwa sehemu hii, mimi nakubaliana na yule aliongea hapa. Tunataka kufanya siasa ya amani. Tunataka kufanya siasa ya upendo. Tunataka kufanya siasa ya maendeleo. Ile mambo ya kulingana mawe, kupigana kwa kanisa hatuwezi kukubali. Na hatuwezi kukubali mambo ambayo tuliona hapa majuzi tukiwa pale Odhaya. Haiwezekani tena. Na nimeambia regional commissioner na regional security team lazima wachukue hatua ya kisheria kuhakikisha mambo hayo yamekomeshwa na kusimamishwa completely. Mngetaka tufanye siasa ya amani? Ninaomba wanasiasa wetu tusifanye siasa ya kutafuta guns, tusifanye siasa ya kulingana mawe, tusifanye siasa ya kupigana kanisa.
Now, Kiharu Member of Parliament Ndindi Nyoro has challenged the government's handling of free secondary education, insisting a clear funding model exists despite claims by the Education Ministry that costs remains unclear. Speaking in Embu County, Nyoro proposed an increase in student capitation funded through cuts to constituency and county bursaries, while also criticizing that what he termed as opaque plans to sell key state assets, including Safaricom shares.
Instead of us now almost always calling the parents of these secondary schools every term, we can save them from all that. Because we'll have a kitty taking care of every single learner in Kenya. And they'll be eating in school with that amount from Monday to Saturday. Because it is already catered for. Mimi nauliza wa Kenya, must we postpone an agenda which is ripe? We do it now or tomorrow? Free wa Kenya munataka free basic education today or tomorrow? This year or during election year? Hapa tumekubali the national government kateni 10 billion from our CDF nationally. Our brothers and sisters who are governors, I have talked to some of them, and they are supporting the agenda of free basic education.
Let's get sporty now. Locally, Bandari FC secured a narrow 1-0 victory over Kenya Police FC in an FKF Premier League match played this afternoon in Mombasa. The game was highly competitive in the first half, with both sides missing several clear chances. Bandari broke the deadlock in the second half after capitalizing on secured pressure. Kenya Police pushed hard in search of an equalizer, but were denied by Bandari's solid defense and goalkeeper. The win boosts Bandari's morale, while Kenya Police will be looking to bounce back strongly in their upcoming matches. Now that is all the time we had for you tonight on this particular broadcast. I do trust you have been well informed, and thank you so much for keeping us company. My name is Yvonne Kemuma. On the sign language interpretation is Mutava Mongeli. On behalf of the entire team behind this particular production, I do wish you a blessed night. See you next time, same place.